There is a version of Saint-Tropez that most people never see, not because it's hidden, just because most people arrive the wrong way. They drive, they go to traffic, they stress about parking, and they are tired already before the day has even started. We did it differently. We started at the place most tourists drive past without stopping. We crossed the Gulf by boat, and we ended the day in a hilltop village looking back over everything we've seen. This video is going to show you exactly how we spent that day. Our first stop of the day was Port Grimaud. I read somewhere about it and it sounded interesting to see, but I didn't have much expectations for it. We thought we'd spend like 20 minutes here and then we'd continue our drive to Saint-Tropez. We ended up staying for 2 hours. Port Grimaud is sometimes called the Provençal Venice. That sounds like a tourist brochure, but when you actually see it, you understand. There are colored houses along the waterways, boats are moored directly at front doors, there is pink, there's ochre, yellow, dusty blue, all of it reflected in the water. What's strange is that this town didn't exist before the 1960s. It was a marshland. An architect named François Perret looked at the edge of this gulf and imagined an entire village, where every house would have a water access, where your boat sits outside your door the way a car sits in the driveway. And it worked. It doesn't feel like a resort. People live here and you can feel it. There are guided boat tours that you can take to see the marshal from the water, or you can rent your own boat. The guided tour cost us 60 euros per person and the boat rental is about 25 euros for 30 minutes. If you visit on a Thursday or a Sunday morning, there's also a market. It's a kind of market you imagined before you came to the south of France with Provençal colors and olive oil vendors. We visited on a Monday morning and we actually had an antiquities market that was interesting to walk along. So give Port Grimaud an hour or two, or even more if you decide to take a lunch in one of the restaurants at the water edge, and after that head to Saint-Tropez. You have two options: either you take your car and park it in Saint-Tropez, which in high seasons I really don't recommend it, or you take a boat. From the center of Port Grimaud, a boat crosses directly to Saint-Tropez. This will take about 30 minutes on the water and 70 euros in return. That was in 2026. Beyond the yachts, the crossing is just beautiful, the full sweep of the Gulf, the hills, the light on the water. And when you step off the boat and you're already standing in the port of Saint-Tropez, that's the entrance, not a parking lot, not a traffic jam on the coastal road. Just the port, the boats, the morning. This is Saint-Tropez. I avoided it for years. Too famous, too expensive, too much. And then we went. The yachts are absurd, that part is real. But there's a town behind all of that, and once you find it, it changes the whole picture. Walk the port first, then turn your back on the harbor and walk on the old streets. There are pastas and shutters and small squares. The covered market hall, the Marché Couvert, is the right place for coffee or a light lunch. The Place de Lys is just a few minutes further. On Tuesday and Saturdays mornings, there's a market under the plane trees. Even without the market, it's one of the nicest squares in the area. Citadel is the part that most people skip. It's a short walk uphill from the center. From the top, you get a full view over the Gulf, the town below, the water, the hills on the other side. One of those views where you just stop and just stand for a moment. There's also a viewpoint just off the path, slightly hidden, and I found it by accident. I'm keeping the details for my full Saint-Tropez guide, but if you wander a little near the Citadel, you'll find it.
Just look at this.
To access all these views, you will have to pay the entrance to the Citadel, but it also includes a maritime museum. have more time in the old town, there are a few stops worth knowing about. The Musée de la Gendarmerie et du Cinéma is a classic. The building was the actual village gendarmerie from 1879 to 2003, and in 1964 it became the set of Le Gendarme de Saint-Tropez with Louis de Funès, one of the biggest French comedies ever made. If you grew up in France, it's pure nostalgia. If you didn't, it's a surprisingly good way to understand how Saint-Tropez became what it is. The films did it as much as Brigitte Bardot did for it. Around the corner, the Maison des Papillons is something else entirely. It's a private collection of over 4,000 butterflies and insects displayed in a narrow old townhouse. Don't miss it. And for anyone who likes art, the Musée de l'Annonciade is genuinely underrated. It's housed in a converted chapel right on the port, and the collection focuses on post-impressionist painters who actually came to Saint-Tropez: Signac, Matisse, Bonnard. The light that drew them here is still the same light outside the window. After all these visits, head back to the port. Oh, and one last thing, we spotted a dolphin from the port, just one, passing close to the quay. Nobody around us seemed to notice. That's the Saint-Tropez moment I think about the most. After another beautiful boat ride back to Port Grimaud, take your car and drive for 15 minutes up to Ramatuelle. This is a hilltop village. There are stone streets, covered passageways, a medieval gate that you walk through to enter the old center, a 16th century church in the middle of it all, lavender growing in every gap between stones. And then the view. From up here you can see the entire gulf you crossed this morning, Saint-Tropez below, the water, Port Grimaud further along the shore, the whole day laid out beneath you. It's the right place to end. For dinner, La Forge is a good option. It's provincial cooking, a terrace, and prices that feel reasonable after Saint-Tropez. Book ahead this summer. One practical note, the exit roads to Ramatuelle are narrow and parking fills up fast. Arrive before 6 if you can, especially in July and August. This was our day in the Gulf of Saint-Tropez, Port Grimaud in the morning, boat across the Gulf, Saint-Tropez in the afternoon, and Ramatuelle to finish. It works because you're not finding the place. You arrive by water, you leave the traffic behind, you get the light at the right time in each spot. If you want all the practical details, parking, prices, boat time, restaurants, I have full guides to Port Grimaud and Saint-Tropez on the blog. Links are in the descriptions. I'm covering the whole coast, from Marseille all the way to the Estrelles. More videos are coming. See you in the next one.